Hello, John from Peter Tyson, and modern hi-fi is changing a bit. It's nice to see different fresh options coming along. Now, I love the big hi-fi with all of the separate components, but I understand that that's not for everybody. So what if you want good sounding stuff, but without all of the boxes and fuss? Well, the Q Acoustics M40 may just have you covered. Let's crack on. Q Acoustics are a British manufacturer, creating loudspeakers since 2006, from budget-friendly options up to solid mid-range offerings, and they often perform well above their class. It's no surprise that they consistently scoop up awards. With distinctive curvy designs and impressive build quality, they're a bit of a force to be reckoned with at the moment, and the Q Acoustics M40 follow the same principle. A larger version of the excellent M20 bookshelf speakers, the M40 is a micro tower pair of powered speakers with a host of useful physical connections, Bluetooth 5 with aptX HD if you would like to do some simple wireless streaming from your favourite music apps. No external amplifier needed, just clutter-free audio. Standing at only 71 centimeters tall, they're small and neat enough to make placement easy and look the part. I know to some people floor standing speakers means huge, but trust me, in the world of hi-fi, the M40 really are dinky. The Q Acoustics M40 have a primary and secondary speaker. The primary speaker is the one that needs the mains connection because it's where the amplifier and all the connections live. The secondary speaker connects to the primary via a simple length of speaker cable. On the back of the primary speaker you'll find the analog stereo RCA inputs. For a network streamer or CD player, you can connect a turntable, but you'll need a PHONO stage for it to work. I'll leave some links in the description below, as always, to some affordable network streamers and PHONO stages, because I'm good like that. You're also treated to a 3.5mm jack line input, optical toslink, great for a connection to a TV as an alternative to a soundbar, USB audio, perfect for a PC and high resolution music, and RCA line output for an active subwoofer. There's the Bluetooth pairing button, the left-right selector so you can choose on which side the main speaker is. This is handy if you only have a main socket close to one of the speakers, so you can choose which way round that they go. There's a position selector. This adjusts the bass response depending on placement, corner, wall or free space. Two Class D amplifiers are contained in the primary speaker, so there's a set of binding posts to run speaker cable to the secondary speaker. Those two Class D amplifiers are rated at a peak power of 100 watts each, so that means the Q Acoustics M40 are advertised as 200 watts. This is valid, peak power is a valid measurement. This is what the amplifier can stand in short bursts without damage. The continuous power rating is actually 50 watts into 4 ohms. This is a much more realistic figure of where the amplifier can sit and cruise along all day long happily without any distortion or damage. Although that might not sound quite as impressive on paper, it's more than enough for most small to mid-sized rooms, thanks to how efficient the speaker is and how well the cabinet is designed. Watts are not as important as marketing would have you believe, so don't use that by itself as a measurement of anything really. There are so many more factors that go into what a speaker or amplifier sounds like. It's a two-way designed loudspeaker with a 25mm decoupled fabric dome tweeter. There are two 125mm C-cubed mid-bass drivers. C-cubed meaning continuous curved cone. A Q Acoustics design that they claim improves dispersion, integration with the tweeter and bass dynamics. All of this is hidden behind the non-removable grille. The stiffness of the cabinet and the grille mated together keeps the grille material in front of the drivers to an absolute minimum as to not affect the sound. There is a rear-firing flared bass port to reinforce the low end. Below the soft curved exterior lies a lot of clever design to help the sound. P2P or point-to-point bracing supports the parts of the cabinet that need to be stiffened. This super rigid design aids stereo imaging and accuracy. Keeps everything sounding nice, clean and uncoloured. The Helmholtz pressure equalizer reduces standing waves within the cabinet and flattens the frequency response. No fatiguing or bloated bass to be found here. In terms of control, if you're using Bluetooth, no doubt you will use your phone and the controls on your favourite music app to take care of everything. There is a volume control and power button on top of the primary speaker, and a handy included remote control for the usual playback, source and volume control. The track, play and pause will also work on the USB connection. It's a nice touch. The best way I can describe the sound from me was weighty and controlled, clean and enjoyable. It's really quite impressive for such a system at this price. Placement was pretty easy, and if you have to mount close to a wall or in a corner in a small room, you have the position switch on the back to just tailor that bass output and keep things in check. If you need to control the bass down even further, and say you're mounted in a corner in a small room, there are included foam bungs so that you can plug the bass ports. I don't recommend them. Try placement first, because I found that the bungs made the speakers sound a little bit sterile and less engaging. I can even forgive them for not having network streaming built in. The budget clearly has gone into the build quality of that cabinet and the sound, so I'd rather have no streamer and add my own than have a cheap cut price streamer built in. Obviously, for most situations, 2-channel with a dedicated amp and passive speakers can sound better and be upgraded in parts over time. It's nice to see simple powered systems like this improving as they are and bringing this hi-fi sound and making it accessible to more people. I'm all for it. So that's it. If you'd like to book a demonstration of the M40 or indeed anything at all, you can come here to Carlisle where I am, come and say hello, or you can go to our Newcastle store on one of the numbers here if you want to phone ahead. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until then, you'll see me in the next video. Take care.